SAB Sound Bites with Jason Miller. This is your go-to podcast for quick, insightful, and actionable business tips that will help you thrive in today's fast-paced world. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a startup founder, or a business professional looking to stay ahead of the curve, SAB Sound Bites delivers expert advice, real-world stories, and innovative strategies, all in bite-sized episodes that you can listen to on the go. Tune in each week as we dive into the latest trends, tools, and tactics that can elevate your business. Let's turn your big ideas into impactful results every soundbite. Ready to grow? Let's get started. Hey, are you looking to scale your business from 5 figures to 6 figures or 6 figures to 7 figures? If you are, I have the perfect thing for you. What I want you to do today is I want you to go download a book. This book is going to take you through my 3-pillar system. It's 100% free. All you have to do is go to growfast.cash. I say again, go to growfast.cash and you're going to be able to download my free international best-selling book, which is called Be Good, Be Brief, Be Gone. You can take that book. It's going to help you scale your business to the next level. Again, go download it. Be good, be brief, be gone. Growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash. Enjoy. I don't know why we keep having this same conversation on recession over and over and over again. Look, stop talking about the recession. The economy right now is fine. We're making the conversation, we're taking this conversation about our economy and stop watching the damn news, right? And our economy is doing just fine. And I can speak to that just from as a business owner myself. Is business is flourishing right now. Don't impede the flourishing of business because you're stuck on the news cycle. Because if you're stuck on it as a business owner, it's going to affect your business and the outcome is not going to be good. So stop worrying about recessions, stop worrying about all that stuff. Focus on growing your business. We are going to talk about interacting with your network, okay? A professional network is one of the most valuable resources in any leader's arsenal. So make it a point to grow yours. Overused term, I understand, but your network is your net worth. Throughout your leadership development journey, connect with like-minded peers and seek out opportunities to not just employ the knowledge you've gained, but receive feedback on your progress. These kind of interactions are core tenets of the online course Leadership Principles. In Leadership Principles, learners practice delivering feedback to each other through video upload exercises that allow them to evaluate their effectiveness in various business scenarios. There's a lot to be learned from using case studies and then responding through what you think as a leader, what the best leadership aspects of some of those case studies are, and then send those to a peer and bang those off of each other and see what your responses look like. Ensure your leadership development includes some interaction with other learners and also with people who are benefiting and suffering from your current capability as a leader. All right. And yes, some people could potentially be suffering right now because your leadership capabilities aren't quite up to snuff. Be willing to accept that, accept feedback from your people, and accept that and do something about it. Teach people to be good proteges as well as good leaders. It's an ongoing process all the time. Look, I spent 23 years in the military. It doesn't mean I always get it right either. And I ended up at the top of the food chain myself and have led lots and lots of people in business, military, all the time. That doesn't mean that we always get it right. We have to continue to learn, and it's an ongoing process. That interaction is important in making things that seem very theoretical ultimately become very practical. Okay. There's the theory side and the practical side, right? So you learn, you apply, learn, you apply. Okay. Very important. All right. So a little bit of a wealth tip today. Limit your risk through diversification. Okay. Don't be one of these single point of failure business owners and or in your personal life. Okay. Make sure you have a very diversified portfolio. There could be some in liquid like gold, silver, so on and so forth. Then you have stocks and bonds and all these different avenues to invest in. Make sure you diversify your portfolio enough to where if something happens, you're still going to be okay and be on track for your wealth plan. May not be perfect, but you won't lose it all because you're a one-stop investor. So what does it mean to have a valuable company today? Okay. There's a lot of ways to tie that to revenue, so on and so forth. But in my opinion, if your company is valuable, that means it provides a great service or a great product and it solves problems. And you're always working towards a global impact. That's what we have to be looking at as businesses today. And if you're doing that and you're having an impact, remember this, doing good is always good business. So today's question comes from Joel from New York. And Joel asks, what legal aspects do I need to consider for my business? Okay, a couple of things. Number one, it depends on the business you're running. But some basic rules of thumb, licenses, permits, zoning laws, and other regulations, they always are going to vary from business to business, and most importantly, from state to state. So that's the thing you have to look at. You'll need to consider requirements of, Americans with Disability Act in order to accommodate needs for your customers and your employees too. Okay. Now that applies to online as well. Nowadays there are, the legal beagle, ambulance chasers out there. You need to make sure that your website itself is handicap enabled as well. Okay. Many local resources must be contacted, including state and local governments, Chamber of Commerce, and your small business administration office. Those are always a good idea to leverage those for information on what things you need to run your business where you currently are. You'll need to consult an attorney and or a business counselor for advice specific to your enterprise and area. Okay. You're also going to have to decide about how you're going to form the organization, a corporation, partnership, sole proprietorship, LLC, how it's taxed, all of these things. These are all questions. Number one, you can ask them in the comments. I can give you some specific guidance on some of those things, but much of that you want to either reach out to an accountant or a lawyer for very specific details about your own business. Okay. Looking to grow your business beyond 5 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures plus? What I want you to do is go download this book. The title is called Be Good, Be Brief, Be Gone. It will help you grow your business past 5, 6, and 7 figure. Go download the book today, growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash. And download the book for absolutely free. So today's question to ask yourself is this: what truths do you choose to ignore in your life or in your business? Are there some truths that you turn your back on every day that you should be dealing with up here? Human nature, right? I mean, we all do it. We all have truths that we ignore sometimes, but the key is at some point, how do we deal with or how do we handle putting a strategy in place to deal with those truths that we're ignoring, right? So you got to look at these things, look in the mirror every day, and ask yourself, how do I deal with those truths that I've been ignoring? I want to talk about how success is achieved faster through collaboration, okay? Collaboration is so important in the business world. And I will tell you that success rarely ever happens in a vacuum, and it rarely ever happens in isolation. Okay. The most innovative and successful ideas are born out of collaboration. Surround yourself with a wide variety of people to ensure that someone is always there to offer a different perspective, a different opinion, or a different avenue of approach to making whatever it is that you're doing successful. If you surround yourself with people who are too similar to you, you'll lose that valuable diversity of thought. So think of it this way. Find what you're good at and then give it away. Knowledge is most valuable when it's shared, right? We should always look to share value and collaborate that value through joint venture partnerships, referral partnerships, and obviously through all those cheerleaders that are around you every day. And that's where a lot of your best ideas will come from. People always ask me, why don't you want to be the smartest person in the room? And my answer to that's really simple, because if I'm the smartest guy in the room, then I'm in the wrong room, right? I want to be in the room where my knowledge is tested, where I'm pushed to my max, where I'm able to collaborate with people that have seen levels much higher than I have. So it's important that you surround yourself with people that, can push you. It's not necessarily about people being smarter than you. It's not about being smarter. It's about having different perspectives, different opinions. We're different people. It'd be a very boring world if we were all the same. So just push those boundaries and surround yourself with sometimes people who are complete opposite of you, right? I mean, I have a perfect example of that in my podcast host that does my podcast with me. He's younger. He's in his, early 30s. We think very differently, but then we challenge each other very differently, and it's a great mix. So think of it in terms of some of that sometimes, and how you can surround yourself with people that have different perspectives and different opinions than you do. The war in the search for talent, right? How do you find good talent? Everybody's saying nowadays, man, I can't find good talent. There's nobody out there that wants to work this, that, or the other. That's complete horseshit. There's a lot of talent out there that's just waiting to be plucked from, all over the place. You got to look for it. That's the key, right? And what does that come back to? Good job description and also a good hiring process, right? People aren't looking for the same stuff they used to be looking for when it comes to employees nowadays, right? Employees don't necessarily, this younger generation doesn't necessarily care about a lot of things that my generation cared about. And man, we can use, that's a beautiful thing actually, because now we have the ability to grab talent in a whole different way, right? They just want to work differently, and we have to adapt to that. So, is there a war in the search for talent? No, there's plenty of people out there that want to work, that are very talented. They have a seat on your bus. You just have to go through the process of vetting them correctly to make sure they fit in your team, right? There's lots of good resources out there that you can use to really vet talent. There's different programs. I mean, all you got to do is search it. There's a bunch of different programs out there that can help you through that process to put the right seats on the bus. There is and there isn't a war on the search for talent. We all want to keep the top talent, and a lot of that starts with good leadership at the end of the day. If you provide that good leadership, you'll keep that top talent, right? Your leadership sucks, they're going to go somewhere else. Your culture sucks, they're going to go somewhere else. So it's not just about the war in the search for good talent. It's the war in the search and keeping the good talent. The keeping part, that shit's on you. Hey, we all want to scale our business. Hey, I have the answer for you today to help you do that. If you're looking to scale from 5, 6, even 7 figures and beyond, book called Be Good, Be Brief, Be Gone. I'm going to give it to you for free. All you have to do is type in growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash, and you can download the book for absolutely free. I hope the book helps you this year. Take your business to the next level. Again, go grab the book, growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash. I wish you the best and grow, scale, and win. That wraps up today's episode of SAB Sound Bites. We hope you've enjoyed the insights and ideas shared in today's conversation. If you found value in this episode, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, rate, and leave a review. Your feedback helps us bring you more content that matters. And of course, stay connected with us across all our social media channels for updates, tips, and more. Until next time, keep listening, keep learning, and keep growing. See you on the next episode of SAB Sound Bites, where big ideas come in small bites. Take care and keep making an impact.
There it is. Magnum. Holy moly.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for!
Dear God.